Denise, what's the worst relationship advice you've ever received?
Oh, that's a tough one because I've heard so much bad relationship advice over the years, Michelle. But I'm going to go with probably the worst piece of advice I've heard regarding relationships is going to be that relationships are easy. What about
Ooh,
you?
that's a good one. Well, what I heard and what I grew up with is what's yours is yours and what's his is yours. And we both are married, so we both know that it does not work that way.
You know, Michelle, one of the most difficult things that I hear from the couples that I work with in my coaching practice is that they kind of drift apart in a relationship, that they're just basically living parallel lives, more so coexisting as roommates.
You know, I hear the same thing from couples that I work with, and I also hear that they just don't know how to handle conflict. And because they have conflict in the relationship, they think that the conflict has overtaken the relationship, so they can no longer be together. And so their only option would be to potentially separate or to divorce.
And I think what most people have a hard time realizing is that even healthy couples have conflict. Conflict is not necessarily a bad thing. It's more about learning better tools for conflict resolution.
Here we are talking about relationships and running our mouth, and they don't even know who we are.
Good point, Michelle. So everyone, I'm Denise Levy, certified life coach and relationship expert. I'm also a trained Gottman facilitator for the Gottman program, 7 Principles for Making a Marriage Work.
Hi, and I'm Michelle G., certified relationship specialist, best-selling author, and also the co-facilitator of 7 Principles of Making a Marriage Work.
Michelle and I are here today because we want to invite you to join us October 27th and October 28th at our 2-day couples workshop, the 7 Principles for Making a Marriage Work.
We want to make sure that you are equipped with the tools to help rekindle and reignite the spark in your relationship. We want you to know that you're not alone. Denise and myself are both married. We've both been previously married, so we have combined experience of over 30 years, not only through our certifications, but real world experience coaching couples who are struggling, that they feel that they can no longer bridge that gap or that wedge between them.
You're going to learn in this workshop things that are going to help you to manage conflict within your relationship. You're going to be given tools that will help you to deepen your intimacy and build more trust within your relationship. These are all things that are going to really help you focus in and make sure that the foundation of your friendship within the relationship is solid.
And I know what some of you are probably thinking, my husband or my wife would never want to go to this because we're going to have to share deep, intimate secrets or talk about what's happening in our marriage or in our relationship. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case at all. Number one, Denise and I are really focused on creating a safe space where both of you are able to connect and talk about things between yourselves that nobody else has to know about. We're just giving you the tools and the exercise. Number two, this is completely psychoeducational. And what that means is this isn't couples therapy, this isn't group therapy. And number three, you're not going to have to share your personal stories, or you're not going to have to share it all unless you want to. And to be very honest with you, the purpose of this workshop is to help you reignite and reconnect with one another, but also so you're able to see that you're not the only couple that has these challenges. There's a lot of other couples, to include myself and Denise, have had challenges like this in the past in our previous marriage.
So if you've been to therapy before, couples therapy, then I'm sure you've probably been told that communication skills are essential in every relationship. And we're not here to disagree with that. In fact, that is one of the most important skills in every relationship, whether it be to your husband, your wife, or with your children or your coworkers. It is important, but there are other skills that are equally as important that you're not taught in school, that they're not taught in some college educational course. And so these are the things that we're going to cover with you in the workshop. You're going to learn about how to increase the fondness and admiration between yourself and your partner. You're going to learn that conflict is okay within a relationship and how to use it to your advantage together as a team. So these are all things that you are going to learn and take away from this workshop. And you're also, like Michelle said, you're going to understand that you're not alone. Everyone goes through these issues.
And you may be wondering, so what does make this different from any other therapy session, right? Communication is key, and I couldn't agree with you more, Denise. But the truth is that this was actually done, this research is all science-based from an actual lab where Dr. Gottman watched people argue and really analyzed and really studied their physiological behaviors as well as how they manage conflict. So you're going to walk away with all these tools that Denise and I are going to teach you to help you flourish your relationship. Now remember, we're inviting you to join us for this 2-day workshop. The website is going to be listed below. And if you watch this video and you have questions or you have any comments, please feel free to post them below. We'll be answering your questions and comments below. But I just want to tell you something before we go. When you have a feeling, right? First you have a feeling around something and then you create a story around it. When you first met your partner, you had that chemistry, you were possessed by them, right? And you created your love story. Well, guess what? You can have that feeling again and you can recreate that love story. And that's what Denise and I are going to teach you to do on the October workshop. So we can't wait to connect with you. And until then, may every day be a new day to reignite your relationship.